So, last night, I took DMT for the first time, and it was crazy. So, I remember I was at my friend's house, and we were just like in he has like an upstairs living room, so we were just in there. And one of them was like playing Call of Duty, and they were all watching him. And I was just like to the side, like, like on with a pillow laying on the ground, just about to, chirp. And it's just funny thinking about it. Like, they were all just in there, just doing normal shit, and I was like flying, like, in like another dimension, in the same room. But anyways, so, okay, so when I first, like when I took because I took 3 hits, and then I remember closing my eyes, and then it's hard to remember because, okay, one thing I need to explain first. One thing I need to explain first is that, like, whenever you hear people talk about like their DMT trips, like breakthrough trips, they talk about how they feel like they're in like another dimension, like the shapes there don't make sense, or they don't make sense. They wouldn't make sense in like our 3D dimension. So, like, they see like 4D shapes. They talk to like entities and stuff. Just stuff that wouldn't be possible like in the real world, right? But in my trip, like, I think ego death is like probably like goes like what I'm trying to say. It's like it comes with a breakthrough trip, I guess. And I had ego death because I remember at one point, like, towards the end, I was trying to remember like who my mom was, and I could not remember. I couldn't remember like who my friends were. So it was just, ego death, and it didn't feel like scary. It was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but so yeah, so knowing like that's how breakthrough trips usually are. My trip was different, so I don't really know if it counts as a breakthrough, but I definitely had ego death, and I was definitely somewhere else. But I didn't see like any like 4D shapes, or like any like crazy shapes, or maybe I just don't remember, but I don't remember seeing any. So maybe it was a breakthrough, and it was just like a different kind. Like, my brain is different, so I perceived it a different way, I guess. I don't really know, but it felt like a breakthrough trip because it's like of the things I felt. So let me get into that. So once it started, fuck. Once it started, it was basically like a movie playing in my head at like 1,000 miles per hour. Like, it was going like really fast. And the movie was, so basically there's this like dragon serpent type character. And to me that's just like the way you grow up, everyone has like a different like perception of God, I guess. And since I'm Mexican, in Mexico the god is like a feathered serpent. So it might be like something in my blood, or just like since I've seen it, that's how I like perceive God. I don't know. So like if you grew up with Christianity and you saw God, he'd probably look like Jesus Christ, I guess. But to me it was like this dragon serpent creature, and that creature was like the main character in this like story, I guess. It was playing like a story like in front of me, and I remember it was like showing like a scene. It was like scenes right after each other, like really fast. And one scene would be like like a terrible emotion or like a terrible like just a bad aspect of life or humanity, I guess. Like I'd see like death, like grief, sadness, depression. Like I'd see just like killing, like the worst stuff, right? But right after, like I would see like something terrible, and then right after that, I would see something like amazing and like blissful and euphoric, like just like pure happiness. Like I remember like one of the first like things I felt was like like sexual like energy. Like I felt like a bunch of energy like around my like lower area, and I felt like it was like an orgasm. It was crazy. But I mean, I guess it was just trying to like it was just going through like all the emotions, like even sexual ones, I guess. So I felt like I would feel like something terrible, and then right after that, I'd feel something like amazing. And this like dragon creature, it was like portraying like all these things that I was saying. So I would see it like doing something terrible, and then right after that, I would see something good and like amazing, and I would feel terrible, and then I'd feel amazing right after. And like whenever it was bad, there's like a red overlay over like the scene, and then when it was good, it was like a green overlay. Like I don't even know, but and it was all happening like extremely fast. It was like boom, boom, boom. Like it was changing that fast. It would be like bad, good, bad, good, bad. Like so like my like I was feeling like everything like at the same time. It was crazy. Like I was feeling like all emotions like at once, and it was crazy. And I think the meaning of it is just it's something I kind of already believed in. Like um, like good and evil go hand in hand. You know, you can't have one without the other. Like yin and yang, I guess. And like it's already something I believed in for a while. Like it can't be light without darkness. But um, this trip it like it put it like right in front of my eyes. It was like that concept to 1,000. Like it was so much more profound than like any I don't know any like deep like meditation thought I could have ever had. Like that was crazy. And yeah, I don't know what the dragon serpent's supposed to like signify. I don't know if it's supposed to be me or like humanity as a whole, or like it's supposed to be God or a God. Um, but yeah, what else? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and then I remember towards the end of this like story slash movie thing I was watching, I guess. Um, I started to think like about, I guess, like who I was, like my friends. Sorry about that. My phone died. But basically where I left off. What was I talking about? Um, oh yeah, I was trying to remember like who my friends were, um, like who my mom was, and I couldn't really remember any of that. So it's like, damn, like I can't remember anything. And funnily enough, I was like trying to remember who my mom was, and like as soon as I like come back from the trip, like as soon as it ended, I realized my mom was calling me, and I was still like pretty high. I was still like seeing visuals and everything, and then I had to talk to my mom, and it was it felt almost like cosmic irony. I don't know. It felt ironic. Um, and talking to her like right after that crazy like otherworldly experience was like kind of brought me back, to Earth, and just like seeing my friends and like talking to my mom and all that. It felt like I just felt like a huge sense of like being grateful, gratefulness of gratitude, because of all the shit I just saw. It felt good to just be back, somewhere normal. And yeah, it's pretty much how it went. Um, the trip itself, I don't. I'm still thinking like what it could mean. Like showing me all that stuff, like good and bad all at the same time. It might be that's just um, I don't know if that's a human thing or if it's like a universal thing. Maybe it's something gods have to deal with too. Because other people when they um, do DMT and they break through, they feel like a like positive emotion and like they feel like love like encompassing them. And but I felt both sides, so I don't know why, but maybe that's what was meant to happen. I was just supposed to see the good and the bad. Um, but yeah, I don't. It's pretty much how it went. I'm trying to think of anything else. Um, I mean the come up like it only lasts like 10 seconds, but the come up is like extremely intense. Like the body high is super intense. It's like overwhelming. Um, okay, so I did that yesterday, and earlier yesterday, like earlier in the day, I took like 2 hits of the DMT just to see what it was like, and the body high was so intense, like it almost hurt. Like it was extremely intense, probably like the highest I've ever felt. You know what I mean? Um, so if you're looking to do DMT, just know that it's very, very intense. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Um, yeah, it was a crazy experience. I do feel different after that. I just don't know what it is, but I can feel something. Maybe I just understand. Because, to know and to understand are two different things. Like, I knew that, the whole yin and yang concept I was talking about, like, I knew that existed. I knew that was just, like, a universal law. But I think after that, like, deeply understand it now. Like, I felt it all, like, so deeply. It was crazy. But, yeah, that's pretty much it.